How's it going, YouTube? I got another Boker Magnum knife today. They keep disappointing me, but I keep buying them for some reason. This is the 01 SC722 or the Bluejay. Not too much to the packaging. Just some paperwork and some tissue. And here's the knife. I thought this one was pretty interesting. It's their first button lock that I know of. They released another one as well at the same time, but this one's blue, so I picked it up. Of course, I'm always going to pick a micarta knife over G10. This was $30. It's not too expensive, so I figured it'd be a cheap review, even if I didn't like it. So let's check this out. I think it's a good looking knife. I mean, nothing spectacular, but a good looking knife. Got a 3.4 inch 440A blade, satin finish, flat grind, kind of a drop point, maybe clip point, not sure what you'd call that. Decent geometry, not super thin, but thin enough to cut. Yeah. Blade stock 2.9 millimeters or 0.11 inches. Overall length of 7.9 inches. Compare it to a few knives. Civivi riffle. Sincut Watuga. These are pretty close to the same length, maybe slightly longer than the Boker. Bostede Bellamy. And my only other Boker Magnum knife I still have, the Toxicofera. It's about the same length as well. These are all pretty close. Full size knife. Now, I do have a lot of complaints on this knife, but we'll save those till the end. Got a 4.5 inch handle, 0.53 inches wide, and the close width in the pocket's 1.36 inches. Got T6 hardware, besides a pivot. You got free spinning screws. 3.65 ounces, so fairly lightweight, even though there's no cutouts on the inside. Do have a deep carry clip inset with button screws, not reversible though. Nothing wrong with the clip. Of course, you got this blue micarta, which is actually probably my favorite part of the knife. It's nothing spectacular, but it's about the same stuff as Sincut has, so not bad. And as you see, we got, and it's flat. No contours. A little bit of chamfering on the edges though, I guess that's nice. And as you can see, it's a button lock. Can you hear that? Quite a bit of button stick. But does look like, well, get a flashlight. I'm not going to spine whack it because I don't do that. I don't get free knives. I'm not going to destroy them. Does look like there's quite a bit of lockup, so I don't see it slipping. I could be wrong, but and the button stick might just be because it's black coated. Who knows? You got several deployment options. You got your pocket pecker, course, you got the button, and you got your thumb studs. You got a lanyard hole, and a backspacer. Looks like it's G10 or plastic. Alright. Although this is a good looking knife, it's not one I would really recommend. For the price, there's a lot of better stuff. But let's go over the dislikes. Of course, this huge Boker logo. Not a fan of that. 440A steel. I mean, like, it's like caveman steel. Why are we still using that? Especially, this was $30, which is cheap, but you can get all kinds of $30 knives with way better steel. Or you can spend $10-15 more and get a sin cut button lock. It's going to button stick too, but everything else is great. The detent. It's hard to actually flip it open with the flipper. You got to put some force into it because the detent's so light. It's not that bad with the studs, but with the flipper, I know I'm hating on flippers a lot, but this one really didn't need a flipper either. Didn't mention the sharpening tool, but it looks like it's good because you're going to be sharpening this a lot with 440A. They could have cut down some weight a little bit, but it's still not bad. And the button stick's pretty atrocious. Yeah. But if you're a Boker fan and none of those things bother you, then yeah, it's a cool knife. It's a cool shelf knife. It'll look good on your shelf. It'll look good in a case if you don't have to cut nothing. My card looks good. And I'm sure their button will get better, but they're going to keep using this steel. They really like to cut as many corners as they can because they're all about the bottom line. This is more for a beginner or someone that doesn't know about all these great knife brands. They're the person that this is for. Not us knife addicts. But yeah. I will link it down below if you want to check it out. Check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. Subscribe, give me a like and a comment, and see you on the next one.